Hello, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Louise and this is Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. So it's Sunday, the 11th of February, and it's a bit of a foggy morning here in Manchester. It's just starting to lift now. It was thicker, a lot thicker earlier on when I went out to the recycling tip to take some wallpaper and cardboard. Pretty thick going then. But I'm glad to see it's lifting. Not that I'll be doing much outside anyway. I'm not doing any gardening outside at the moment. So indoor gardening it is for the time being. And what I have been doing is sowing quite a lot of seeds and checking on their progress. And what I've got in front of me here, this tray, these are beans. These are a tropical bean, a hyacinth bean, and it's grown throughout Asia. It's a flattish bean. I got seeds from Bangladesh a couple of years ago, and the seeds are still viable. As you can see, a lot have popped up. And I didn't expect actually this many to pop up because I don't have the best luck with beans. Sometimes they'll germinate, sometimes they'll rot in the ground or in the soil or compost, whatever I've got there. But this time it seems every single one that I've planted, I was thinking only perhaps half would germinate, but they've all seemed to have germinated. One or two are still emerging, so that's good news. Not that I'll be keeping all of these. I'll probably just keep a couple of plants for myself, and the rest last year I did a little plant sale, and I had quite a few messages from people asking for hyacinth beans and over here bottle gourds. So I've got bottle gourds as well. These are the like a pear-shaped bottle gourd, not the bird's nest one, but it's definitely like a pear shape to it because I grew this last year. And you might be thinking, why are you starting them off in February? It's way too early. Well, it would be if it was in a tropical climate, but here in the UK, we need to start tropical plants off, vegetable plants, that is, before, before spring, basically, because of the short summers we have here. And in order to get these plants to produce flowers and fruits by July, which is the peak sort of hot weather that we will get, if we're getting hot weather, it's usually going to be around July, August. Then you need to start these off early. These plants will have to be mature enough to flower and fruit by July. And so if I started them off in April, they wouldn't have enough time. People say, oh, we will catch up. They don't. I've done that, been there, done that, and it doesn't work. You do need to start them off early so your plants are mature enough. They've reached a certain height. They should be at least 5 foot tall when you expect them to start flowering. So these have got a way to go yet. So I won't be keeping all of them, probably just keep one plant for myself. As I say, last year I did sell quite a lot to mainly the Bangladeshi community, and a few of my neighbours were interested, bought them. I made quite a bit of money, to be perfectly honest with you, and use that money, plough that back into my, literally plough it back into my garden. Buying more plants and compost, etc. So, hopefully it pays for itself, my little hobby. And what else have I got up here? So I've got some, there's a different type of coriander I'm growing here. It says rocket on that label, just ignore that. This is a type of coriander called Calypso. And apparently Calypso is a British bred coriander, and it's a bushier type. It doesn't go to seed as quickly as, say, the normal coriander that a lot of people plant here. They tend to bolt very quickly. So I thought I'll try this variety. I've got the standard coriander seeds as well. I've got loads of those, but I thought I'd just have a go at growing these. And I didn't need to do much with this coriander. Stuck it straight in soil. I didn't sort of sprout the seeds, which is what you normally do, is you soak the seeds in a cloth, and then when they've sprouted you just toss the sprouted seeds into the soil. These are just planted direct into soil and they've come up, so no preparation at all really. There's only a few plants in there, but you know, as I say, it's an experiment. I didn't want to waste too much seed if they didn't germinate. So these have germinated, and let's see how they get on. It's too cold to put them outside just now, but I will, you know, germinate some more perhaps next month, at the start of spring. Right, so downstairs, and I've got a mixture of flowers and vegetables, and these will be, some will be kept here for my own garden, both front and back, and the rest will be going to the allotment, my raised bed that I got back in November. If you haven't seen what the raised bed looks like, please have a scroll through the playlist for the allotment, and you can see the size of it. I've already got garlic in there, so I'll start off at the back here. I've got some cannas. These are seed grown that I collected seed from my husband's relative, lives in Romford, and we went to visit him back in October. He was quite poorly, and since then he's passed away, sadly. But from their garden they had these lovely cannas that some were still in flower. They were kind of an orange and red, and I asked if I could get the seeds from them, that some of the seed pods were on the plants. So these are the resulting plants. Hopefully they will flower for me. Over here I've got some aubergine. Now these are aubergine Black Beauty, a large variety, and they are the seeds I got from Seed Megastore. The packet only cost me 29p, so that's a bargain if I get a good crop of aubergine, because aubergine's quite an expensive vegetable, and we do like them in my family. Green chilies. These are just normal green chilies. I saved a green chili from the packet that was turning sort of an orangey red, let it go fully ripe, and then harvested the seeds. And these three, actually, you wouldn't believe, they were growing in the pot that the cannas were in, and the cannas were all together in one tiny pot. These have only just been transplanted. They were in little cup like that. So I separated them, and I took these out. They were interspersed in there, and I've also added some more chili seeds in here, and there's just one starting to emerge there of the same variety, the rocket chili. So it's a long green chili that I use a lot in my cooking. So I like to grow what I eat. You know, I don't want to grow stuff that well, what I call arty-farty vegetables that I'm unlikely to you know, consume. So chilies are one that I definitely have a lot of. I buy a lot of chilies, so why not grow them? So I've got some flowers here. I've got these flowering sweet pea, and there's quite a few of them pushing through the soil. And these will be, again, some for the garden here and some for the allotment. So at the end of the allotment raised bed, I'm going to have a flower section there. So that will be part of that. Here I've got some veggies. I've got a variety of different types. I've got some broccoli. I've got 2 types of lettuce, Arctic and Lollo. I've got some cauliflower, and I've got some Swiss chard and spinach. Here are some tomatoes. Now this variety is a Tumbling Tom cherry tomato that can be, it says it's ideal for growing in hanging baskets, because they literally cascade down the side. So instead of a basket, I'm going to take these to the allotment when the weather's warm enough, and hopefully they will grow down the sides of the raised bed, because it's quite a high raised bed. It's not you know, it's not just like 6 inches off the ground. It's approximately about, I'd say it's about 2.5 feet in height. So hopefully they will do well on the allotment. And then I've got some Roma tomatoes, that standard sort of salad tomato from Spain. I took the seeds from a tomato that I bought. I like the taste of it, so I've kept the seeds and then planted them, and here we are with young plants. So tomatoes don't need a lot of attention. They look a bit floppy because I just transplanted these yesterday. They were in one pot together, so all of these were in one pot this size. So I've separated them, and so they do sulk a little bit for a couple of days, and then they will perk up. Last but not least, I've got some more flowers, and these are cosmos. I love cosmos. You know, any colour. They're just so pretty, and they're very delicate plants. So I've got some cosmos, I've got some Californian poppy, and I've got some, they haven't emerged yet. I think that might be one there. There's Sylvestris nicotiana. They're very, very tiny, the seeds of those, but the plants grow pretty big. They're huge leaves on them, so that they are the actual tobacco plants, and they have where you get your tobacco leaves from, and the flowers are white. They're not the multicoloured ones that you'll find in the shop, nicotiana plants with multicolours. These are plain white, but they grow on a very tall stem, and the flowers are quite long, like a trumpet, and they have a nice scent to them as well. And these are, it's got a row of random spring onions in there. In fact, I think that's a spring onion. I don't think that's a nicotiana, because they come out differently. They're very, very tiny, the seeds. And then I've got some more godetias. Got some godetias there. And I've got some alyssum. These are nice, tiny, tiny little plants, and they look good when you plant them in between rows of, say, small vegetables, like if you've got a row of garlic or a row of carrots, you can grow these in between. And celery, I've got some more celery not popped up yet, and I think those at the back are my purple carrots. So first time growing purple carrots. They've just started to emerge. So that's it really, my little indoor grow, my indoor gardening for February. And I will do an update next month, probably around about, maybe during the spring equinox. I might do a quick video then, see how these have all got on. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. Hope you have a lovely Sunday. Take care. Bye bye.